Here at the Asarco Ray Mine, we operate a fleet of 39 haul trucks. 21 of those are the T282s that you see behind me. They are a 400-ton ultra-class truck with a 3,600 horsepower engine operating in some of the harshest conditions in the southwest United States.
My name's Jim McGeehan, Senior Consulting Scientist for Heavy Duty Motor Oils. We're here this week inspecting an MTU4000 engine that has operated for 21,900 hours in a copper mine in Arizona under severe conditions. These trucks operate 22 hours a day, 7 days a week, and have operated on Delo 400 Multigrade 15W40 with 500-hour oil drains. And after inspecting the parts, they are in excellent condition.
We're just now coming into the monsoon season where we have to deal with both extreme temperatures, dusty conditions, and within a few minutes' time it can be a flood condition with slippery roads. It's just every condition that you can possibly imagine. If you picture a 400-ton haul truck on grade, hauling uphill with 400 tons for about 4.5 miles under those conditions, you realize that the engines are under extreme operating conditions.
We're now looking at the 20 pistons out of the MTU engine. These pistons have a forged steel crown with an aluminum skirt which is bolted together. Then we look at the wrist pin bushings, and these bushings are in excellent condition. We then move to the lands, and as you can see they are free of deposits. The crown has absolutely minimum deposits. And then when we look at the grooves, the oil ring groove is absolutely clean. We also look at the rings for their condition. The top ring is in a good wear pattern. The second ring is a tapered face ring. Then the oil scraper ring. All the rails are in perfect condition. We're now looking at the main bearings. Excellent condition, no overlay removal. In fact, they look like new. It's important to remember this engine is operated at 3,650 brake horsepower with oil drain intervals of 500 hours, and you can see these bearings are in excellent condition. In fact, you could put these back in the engine.
And what it means to extend the life of the plant component replacement on the engine to the customer when they have a fleet of 20 or 30, 40, 50 trucks, I mean, it's hundreds of thousands of dollars. In today's market, these engines go new somewhere $550, $560. They're probably overhauled for about $480,000 per engine, and when you can add 15% or 20% to the life cycle of an engine, then the customer's going to get a return.
We're now looking at the overhead components from the MTU engine. What we have here is the camshaft and the roller followers which rotate on this camshaft. We looked at each lobe, and the lobes are in perfect condition, each lobe. We've also examined the rollers. There is no play between the pin and the roller. The surface of the roller is also in excellent condition. And when we look at the bronze bearing, it also looks new. So the combination of the roller and the cam, these are in excellent condition. We're now looking at the rocker arms that actuate the valves. First part we look at is the bronze bushing. It looks in excellent condition, no wear whatsoever. We move it over, the part that actuates the valves, what we call the elephant's fur, it is just highly polished. And where the push rod connects here, again, just highly polished. The rocker shaft is supported on this unit and with no distress whatsoever. and it is oiled from this oil hole here. And again, in any of these components, they all look excellent.
We try to keep it as transparent as we can so that they can focus on making copper. We focus on keeping the truck running. It's going to minimize the customer's expense because I'm not going to replace all these rocker arms. I'm not going to replace the camshaft or the swingers. You know, I'm going to put in a set of, you know, pistons and you know, bearings and whatnot, and gaskets, and put this engine back to work for another 25,000 hours or so.
The benefit to the mine of increasing the engine life from 20,000 to say 27,000, we're actually saving approximately 150 to 160,000 per engine. The mine runs a fleet of 21 trucks, so you're looking at roughly $3 million savings per year, and 7,000 hours equates to over a year's operating time at the mine.
After inspecting all these parts, it's clear that the combination of the MTU engine with good maintenance practice and the use of Delo 400 Multigrade has delivered the engine durability, reliability and uptime that the customer expects to reduce his operating costs.
Uptime and reliability is everything. It's second to none.
Clearly, Delo helps the Asarco mines go further.